Good morning, brothers and sisters. It's another beautiful day. It is to get around 70 today. Of course, I'll believe it when I feel it. Uh, yeah, so if you've been watching my videos, yesterday I said I might mow the lawn. Well, it never got to that point. So maybe today I'll get to mow my lawn. If it gets to around 70, that'll be a good temperature to ride around and look pretty on the lawnmower. So that's what I'm hoping. Okay, so this morning, sun's bright. Okay, so this morning, I'm gonna go to our community Walmart, and I'm gonna look. You know how much I love my fur babies. Okay, well, around my workstation in the lab, I have one dog bed, and I usually have 3 dogs around me, laying around me. So, because I love them so much, I'm gonna look for some dog beds at a reasonable price. If they ain't reasonable, they can lay on the concrete. But that's what I'm going to do. Now, also, I may look for more sweaters for the Pookie Bear, Atlas. He just went to the groomer on Monday, and Lisa just shaves him. He has the schnauzer face cut, but basically shaves him. So I'm going to see if there's some out-of-season clearance sweaters that I can get for him. I put one on him this morning because he's just shivering and stuff. So I'm going to look for those. Now, if they're not reasonably priced, well, he's just going to have to wear his old sweaters. And I know you're probably saying, well, why don't you just go to a Petco or PetSmart or something like that? Okay. You all who say that obviously have never lived rurally. Did I say that right? Rural, and then add ly. Rurally. Which means we have Walmart, Dollar General. Well, there's Dollar General in every village. But the latest, or the furthest Petco, couldn't think of it, is about 60 miles. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my fur babies, and if the opportunity presents itself and I'm in that region, I may swing by Petco. But I'm not traveling there specifically to go pick up something. If I can get it at the community Walmart. I don't go to Dollar General because they ain't got nothing I want in that arena, the dog arena. So I'm off to the Walmart. Then I got to run a couple errands for the little woman that she has asked me to do. And I shall do so because I love her. She's awesome. So that's what we're going to be doing this morning. And hopefully that temperature will raise because, it's got to be the right temperature to be mowing. You just can't just spontaneously mow. Okay? You gotta plan these things out. Okay, you gotta plan them out and take care of it. Or if somehow that honeydew item moved over to your list, moves up to the top priority because the honeydew owner over here prioritized it for you, then you have no choice. Guys, you know this. Guys who are married and in good stable relationships know this. If you're in a toxic relationship, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that would be like. So anyway, so I'm going to the Wally World, and hey, maybe you can help me shop too. Ooh, maybe I'll run into my favorite gals here in Wally World. That would be Pauline and Sunshine. Now, I call her Sunshine because she always looks grumpy. So I call her Sunshine. She's a wonderful woman, don't get me wrong. Bless her heart. But maybe they'll be in here and I get to chat with them. Wow, I always enjoy my conversations with these awesome gals. So we'll see. All right, well, touch base with you in a little bit. Okay. That would work. They want that much for it. These would work, but they're kind of small. They're more of a cat. No, it's a little dog style. That might work. They're small enough. I can get two of those fellas. They'll fit in them. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Well, okay, that was fun. I did see Sunshine. She was way down there in the electronics area, and I just waved at her, and she waved back. I didn't see Miss Pauline. But I did get 2 dog beds throw around my workstation. I have one by the workstation, but when you have multiple dogs and they're all vying for that bed, probably just good idea to just buy a couple more beds, huh? Well, I looked at one, as I showed you, $19.97 after tax, $25 or something like that, and it was a big bed, and that's fine. But these dogs are not one to, share a dog bed. So for the price of that, I bought 2 smaller ones. Now my dogs I have one big dog, Sophie. Sophie's one big dog. She's a bigger dog. The other one's small. So it'll work out. So now I got to go do an errand for the little woman because she asked me so nicely. And so, yes, I'm going to do it, even though I tried to balk back and say, no, I ain't going to do that. Try to man up, kind of, you don't own me. Couldn't find out she does own me. So she just gave me that stink eye look and said, you will do what I told you to do, and you'll like it. And I'm not a simp, don't get me wrong. I ain't no simp, ain't no beta male. But when it comes to her desires and wishes, that takes priority in the things to do, if you will. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go take care of that, and then what else am I gonna do? I don't know. I need to talk to my brother. I need to reach out to him, see what's going on. Because I said in a couple of videos ago that he had some cameras he wanted to have installed around his house, and we haven't talked about it since. So I don't want him to think that I just dropped the ball on that. So maybe I'll talk to him about it Monday, because we're having breakfast Monday, and he's paying this time, so maybe I'll bring it up then. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Bring it up there. We didn't have Bible study Tuesday. Mark, bless his heart, got some kind of stomach virus. So we just decided to go ahead and cancel. So I reached out to our other sister as well, and just said, she had a headache and she didn't think she was going to be able to make Bible study. So we didn't have Bible study. And we're starting the book of Deuteronomy now, which should prove to be interesting. So yeah, we didn't have that. I kind of feel like something's missing from the week, and I'll catch up with it next week, Lord willing, and see how that goes. And so I didn't see any sweaters for little Pookie Bear. Now, I was there a couple of weeks ago, and they had a clearance bin of all these sweaters for dogs, and I don't know why I didn't scarf up on those things, but I didn't, and now I missed my opportunity because they'll be thrown in the back, and then where I could have got them for a couple of bucks each, they'll be thrown in the back, and next cold spell comes around, they'll come out and they'll be $50 a pop. Anyway, I didn't get any, so Dad burn it. All right, well, I'm going to go take care of this errand for the little woman. Now I'll be right back. Okay, well, I finished that little task for the little woman. How many of you girls will get upset if your man or a man called you little woman, like Little House on the Prairie? Most of you younger ladies wouldn't know what that was, but that's okay. Little woman. My little woman. What do you think about that? Would you get triggered? Would you pull your hair out and, pee yourself or something? I don't know. Get so angry that you find it necessary to commit violence? Now, here's an interesting thing I watched this morning. Men are aggressive, testosterone. They react physically, aggressively when provoked. But generally speaking, guy. Women, on the other hand, don't. They respond verbally. Their attacks are, what they say, reputation destruction, those kind of things. And I thought that's very interesting. That men and women, they react differently, and I guess that makes sense. And I don't know, never really thought about it before, but anyway, back to my question. My little woman. How many of you girls are triggered by that? Even though it's expressed in a loving way, and to be, an expression of love, expression of devotion, and all these things. The positive words. Okay, so use our words. How many of you are triggered by that? Or what's another one? What's another? Oh, now here's one that's always never set right with me. Is when guy says, my woman or my old lady. That never settled with me, and I'm a guy. I'm like, it just seems so disrespectful. I don't know. It seems like you woman are an object. a possession versus another human being who deserves the respect and, as I would. I just never could. I could never settle with those. I mean, those phrases even triggered me. I just can't settle with those. But my little woman, or my little woman, could have the same connotation, I guess. But it just seems more an expression of appreciation to stand up and proclaim such a phrase versus my old lady, or things like that. I don't know why these things pop in my head, but and how we digressed into that rabbit hole from dog beds, errands, mowing the lawn. I think it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day today. Now, I've got a question for you. How many of y'all find it difficult in the dating arena? Men and women, guys and gals. Do you find that landscape difficult to traverse? I mean, because it's unlike, when I was that age in the dating market and stuff. Of course, we didn't have the phones and social media and all that. We actually had to meet in locations of communal locations. You don't do that now. You just swipe left, swipe right, swipe left. Hookup apps. What's that all about? I just, whatever happened to communal events? I don't know. I mean, we used to meet in clubs and social events and things like that, or just on the street. I think that I don't know where those dynamics went to. That now we're just buried in a little device and think we're gonna find that connection that way through a hookup app. I don't know. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Yeah, let this fella go. Okay. We have a street here that two regular sized vehicles, you can't pass on it. That's all right. Anyway, these apps, this social media, this stuff, and then I've watched these videos where guys would interview gals on the street and say, how much does how much does a guy need to make for you would date him? And some of these numbers are like, $200,000, $500,000. I bet you 10 to 1. None of these women have ever seen that kind of salary and never seen that kind of man that would, you're talking about the 0.01% of men, and you're like a 4. And your requirement is that kind of salary? How about someone who would treat you right? Oh, gee, there's a concept for you. How about somebody who will give you respect? Treat you right. It's a messed up landscape. I'm telling you, it's just a messed up landscape. I watch these YouTube videos and I just shake my head and I'm going, eh, why? What's the point? And and oh, the other thing, you know, asking these young ladies, do you buy yourself a drink when you go to the clubs? No, absolutely not. I shouldn't be buying myself a drink. I mean, these guys should be buying my drinks. Well, Queen of Sheba, I guess that's uh, I guess that's a pretty high standard for yourself. And and in return, they get to be in your presence. Wow. I don't want to be within 100 miles of those kind of women. Not even. I don't even want to talk to those kind of gals. That's just. Where did they get this stuff? Well, they got it from social media. They got it from like kind people. I'm like, you're, you're going to be 40 living with cats and not a chance in the world to find a good man because they're not they're not there. Well, they're there. You just don't want to reach out to them. Like, what's the? I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. I can't comprehend it. Oh well, maybe it's been that way forever. I don't know, but uh, I find it sad. I really do. I find it sad. It's not the way things I think should be. But I don't know. Hey, listen, you guys have a great day. And I see one of my dogs out here, and I know that they're going to be wanting biscuits. I don't think they know that I've returned. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.